Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Janet Crescent. We're jumping right in today. I think that's appropriate with this topic today.
Absolutely.
We're talking CrossFit. Now, if you haven't heard of CrossFit, you will so soon, because the CrossFit Games are moving from California to our very own Madison, Wisconsin this summer. And joining me right now, I have Dirk and Nicole Gessler. They're owners of CrossFit Recursive, one of the CrossFit gyms here in Madison. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
So before we jump into some of the classes that you have at your gym, if one of you could give maybe some of our viewers a primer quick on what CrossFit is.
Sure. CrossFit's actually, it's great because we cherry pick all of the really good, really efficient movements from a bunch of different disciplines, and we put them all together in a really short, really intense workout, because nobody has time to run on a treadmill for 3 hours a day. So we like to make it intense and get you in and out as fast as we can.
Intense and interesting with that kind of variety.
Yep.
And when you say cherry pick from different disciplines, can you just toss
Sure.
out a few of those?
Yeah, gymnastics, we do a bunch of sprinting, rowing, calisthenics, weightlifting. It's just all the good stuff, and we bring it all
and
together.
this is the kind of thing when we see people flipping tires or somebody doing burpees in their driveway.
Absolutely.
It's all starting to make sense now.
Absolutely.
All right, at your gym you have something called Recursive Express. Tell me what that is.
Yeah, so we have, people don't have 3 hours to be on a treadmill. Sometimes people don't even have an hour to come into the gym. So we have a program called Recursive Express, which is 30-minute classes. So we're hoping to get you in door to door in an hour, so you can come in during work, get your good workout in, and it's those same concepts, getting in high intensity workouts, getting in, getting back to your life.
Boy, and we hear so much these days about these high-intensity workouts to be efficient, and with our busy schedules,
Right.
love the idea of being efficient and getting it in. And it's something you're recommending every day?
Probably 3 or 4 times a week.
3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
You need some rest in there.
A little bit of rest,
That's
right.
important
Right.
too. And who are you gearing this toward?
It's a very low barrier to entry. The skills are not technical at all, so it's geared towards anybody. It's get off the couch and get in and get working out.
I love how you say it's a low barrier entry. Anyone can do it. All right. And give me an idea of what it looks like. So someone decides they're going to give this a try. They walk through your door, and maybe they've already met with you to get an understanding of
Right.
how it all works. What does this 30-minute class look like?
So you're going to come in, the first few minutes we're going to do a warm-up together, making sure that the muscles are ready to go, the joints are primed and stuff like that. We're going to teach you movements, what those movements are for the day. You're going to have 4 different stations, 3 movements at each station, so a total of 12 stations. You're going to do 60 minutes of work, 30 minutes of rest. You're going to rotate through.
Do you mean seconds?
Yes. Sorry. Thank you.
Minor
Yes.
details.
Right, whatever. Yeah. Get done with that, do some stretching, and you're on your way.
Okay, so you're teaching and showing people, and I hope you've got, I assume you've got adaptations for people that are new,
Yes.
or maybe deconditioned, just starting out.
Yep. There's always modifications and scaling options for each of the movements.
Okay, and they have someone they can see that's demonstrating?
Yep, there'll be a coach. A coach will lead each of the movements.
And that's what you guys are. You're not just owners, but
Correct.
you're coaches.
Correct.
You're right in
Absolutely.
there
Yep.
with
Yep.
these folks too.
Yep.
Talk about the benefits of CrossFit.
So, doing the high intensity exercise, it's great because shortly after you start, you'll notice that you start sleeping better, stress levels will go down, and energy levels will go up during the day, which is, we all could use that, I think.
I think it's interesting that you choose those to highlight, because a lot of people are focused on the physical, and you forget about the importance of sleep. Sleep can make everything so much
Right.
better.
Absolutely. Or so much worse if you're not getting enough. So.
True, so true. Let's talk about any special things people need to come in. What do they need to bring? How do they need to be ready?
So especially with these express classes, they're made, like Dirk said, low barrier to entry. So you come in, as long as you've got workout clothes on, workout shoes, bring a water bottle with you. You don't have to have any special training beforehand. We're going to teach you each of the movements that you're going to use that day. So like you said, you can just come in, get that workout in, get what you need done.
Okay, so now that we have maybe someone's interest, how do they get started?
You should be able to just go to the link at the bottom of the screen there, schedule a no sweat intro, and we'll get you in. We'll talk about your goals and figure out exactly where you want to go.
Okay, so they can go online and schedule it themselves, or can they just call and
Absolutely.
talk to somebody?
You
Okay,
betcha.
some people like the old school
Yeah,
way.
you
absolutely.
can call, go to the website, whatever is easiest.
That's nice to have both options there.
Yeah.
And let's give a quick shout out of where you're located. We have about 30 seconds left.
Perfect. We're at 600 Williamson Street, right downtown, across from Machinery Row. We have a parking lot, which is nice being downtown. There's a parking lot, easy access in the front and the back, and classes from 5:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m.
Wow, great variety. Alrighty. Well, Dirk and Nicole Gessler of CrossFit Recursive, thanks for joining us.
Thank
again
you.
today. Alrighty. And we'll be back with more Talk of the Town.